Hey y'all, Jesse Petersen here with Let's Make Art. I have a fun art journal project for you today. I just look over there waiting for a response. This is Keenan. He's our camera guy.
Hello.
And our art cheerleader.
Yes.
He likes to make sure everything's all in the right spot for your viewing experience.
Yes. Try to make it a good experience for you.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the project we're going to do. We've been working with positive affirmations in our art journal. I'm excited to do this one because it's all about being creative and being an artist. And sometimes whenever we work around those kind of words, we can kind of feel like we're an imposter or something.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like that. Like I have felt like a huge part of my career, if someone asked me what I do, like saying I'm an artist is kind of like, well, I'm an artist. But am I like an artist? I don't know. I struggle with it. But I'm trying to let that expand my life and have new meanings and be okay with it. And I think it's an important affirmation to have in your journal, however you word it, however you like. So I just jumped right into the prompt before I started talking about the supplies. We're just going to talk about the prompt, then we'll talk about the supplies. Because we like to use a prompt and a technique card to make our projects here. Let's make art. Okay, so the prompt for this project is, it's important to acknowledge that you are inherently creative and you are an artist. Since this is an art journal exercise, let's begin with a seemingly simple, but somewhat hard affirmation about ourselves as a creative. So you can choose from the following affirmations. I'm an artist, I'm creative, I have unlimited creativity, or you could just put them all in there. That's what I did. I need all the reminders. Okay, and the supplies we're going to use today are these fabulous Faber-Castell gelatos. This one's Nebula.
Ooh, Nebula.
And this one is Stardust.
And
we might use a little bit of this Mars to get like a different purpley color. We'll see. And then we're going to use this stencil. Can you see that? It's kind of clear.
that is a fun stencil.
The Make You Mark stencil. I designed this. I made a bunch of marks and then we created a stencil.
You made that stencil?
I did.
What?
It's fun.
That's super cool.
And then let's see. We got a craft knife. We're going to use that. Palette knife, and then you can use the white bristle brush for applying the gel matte medium, or another brush that you've designated that you want to use that way. We talked about that in the last tutorial. I'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't put here it is. This is the white bristle brush I was talking about. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the supplies.
Nice.
Awesome.
And you already read the prompt.
Yeah, so the next thing for us to do is set a little intention.
Ooh,
Which
that's
helps
a good
me
call.
just slow down and like recognize I'm about to make art, and I made time and space for that, and it's all gonna be good. And I like to do that by taking a deep breath. So can you take a deep and just like relax your shoulders, whatever you gotta do to just like take a moment. And I think it'd be good to use our affirmation as the way that we're setting your intention. So if it's hard for you to say I'm an artist, then say it out loud. It's weird. Like, but you could say I'm an artist. I'm an artist. Say that. Yeah, it's good.
Do I
Yeah.
need to say, I'm an artist?
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank
Keenan.
you. You're welcome.
Was it weird?
Yes. Very uncomfortable.
So it's good. It's good to do things that are uncomfortable. It helps us grow and expand in new ways. Okay, I'm excited for this one. It's fun. We're going to do some cool stuff with texture. And our first step is going to be getting our stencil on here and just securing it however you like. You could use a clamp, or I'm going to use some washi tape that I have here. Well, let's see. Find the end of this washi tape. Does anybody ever struggle with this?
Oh, yeah. Well, not with washi tape, but every kind of tape.
Okay. So I'm going to just, I'm going to put it on the side maybe. Right there. And it doesn't have to be straight because these marks aren't straight. It's like whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's artsy.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so got that down. You can see I've used the stencil a couple of times. So it's good. It makes it easier for you to see. And then I dispensed some of this gel matte medium. Maybe I'll just put a little bit more in there. I don't know. It's probably too much. And I'm going to use my palette knife to scoop some of that up. And I'm just going to drag it across the stencil like that.
Oh, wow. Just throw it on there real quick.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, like spackling or something.
Oh, yeah, spackle.
Is that a thing? Am I
Spackle
saying
is
the
a
right
thing. Sure.
Just smooth it, just glob it on there and then smooth it around. And you don't even have to get it in every single spot. It might be cool if it's like a little sketchy in spots too. It's just whatever. Get some more of this on there. It's a rainy day here in Missouri.
It is.
I thought it was going to be cold enough to snow, but it didn't. It rained.
There's a 60% chance tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might see some snow by the end of the week.
Well, we might hear some rain in the studio. Sometimes it gets kind of loud.
That's true. If it rains hard enough, we can hear it from the roof.
I've been using a lot of this gel matte medium in this bottle for projects. So you're going to have plenty for your project, but I got crazy and made all kinds of things with this one. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty. Scooch that around.
Nice.
And with medium, there's different thicknesses of medium. This is more of a soft gel medium, so we're not going to get like really big peaks as far as texture goes. But they have all kinds of different mediums out there, and you can have matte medium or glossy medium. So that will kind of help you understand the different products that are out there. Just knowing that's helpful. Okay, I'm liking that. It's feeling good. I think I got a good even amount where I want it.
Oh snap.
So we'll do a little peel and reveal.
Peel and reveal.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to push it a little to the left? Then we can see it on both cameras.
Is it visible, like even
Yeah.
though it's clear?
It's
Okay.
shiny.
Okay, so the hardest part about this project is just waiting for this part to dry so that you can do the next step. So let that dry completely. Go get a snack. Work on another project.
Recommended. Snacks recommended.
And then come back. So we'll let this dry and we'll be right back. All right. It took a little time for this to dry, so be patient with it. If it's sticky, you don't want to do the next step because it will mess up your cool texture. So make sure it's good and dry, okay? This is looking good and dry to me. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so the next step is just going to be putting some of this on there like this.
Oh snap.
See how we're seeing our texture coming
Oh
out?
my goodness, it's so fun.
Oh, I love it. Now, you don't have to just use the nebula, which is what I'm using. I had to double check. Nebula. Yeah, that's what I got. All right.
The old nebula.
And I'm going to do a little bit of stardust down here. Mix that up. Oh, yeah. Liking that. And you can do some on your palette, and we'll do a little painting and messing around with that, too. But mostly, I just want to just keep doing this because it's so fun. I just wanted a little purple down here, you know? Just a little purple.
Yeah, I mean, purple's a good color. I feel like we've talked about that before. Purple's just, it's really pretty.
A little bit more. All right. So now you can have fun kind of smearing this around if you want. If you like that kind of texture.
Just with your hands? Neat.
It's kind of fun. I kind of like leaving that like darker pigment. We'll see how it is like that where I didn't rub it in as much on there because that gives us a little contrast too. It's just kind of fun. So just have fun, explore. This is a fun texture to play with. Okay, now I'm just gonna add some water.
I just envisioned a really cool thing because I really like how the edges of the texture have more color, and it'd be really neat. I don't know why. Circles are just very appealing, but if you left kind of the center without color, like a 50-cent piece as a circle, and then made the edges get darker as you get closer to the edge of the paper, I feel like that would look really neat.
I feel like you should try that in your art journal and share it with us in the group. I think that's a great idea. You should totally do that. I love when Keenan shares ideas. I love it even more when he does it and shows me.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. He thinks I'm picking on him. You can do it.
All right, I'll try it. I'll see what I can do.
I'm gonna put the stencil on your desk when I'm done filming.
I was gonna come up with an excuse later.
No.
I didn't have the stencil. I couldn't find it, Jesse.
It's so good for you to make time. We even have an opportunity to make art on a certain day at a certain hour.
That's Mondays.
Yeah, I'm glad that you remember.
At 1:00.
Yeah. Okay, I just had to put a little bit more purple down here because I'm just liking that. So this might be a little different than what we did before, but you know, this is the mood I'm in. I'm liking it.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll be at some military training for a couple weeks, but I'll bring my journal with me.
Good idea.
And I'll
send you the stencil.
Yeah, I'll do the idea while I'm there.
Okay, so now that this is wet and I put the pigment on there, it kind of picks it up even more. So you can play around with that as well. Just adding a little bit more pigment and layers and seeing what happens. And then if you get too much on there, you can always wipe some of it away with a paper towel. So I just want you to have a good time with this. And because it's gel matte medium, it will wipe off and you can have some of that contrast back. See that? So that's kind of cool too. I think I just want a little bit more of the nebula on the edges. This is so fun. Can't stop. All right. Sorry, is my arm blocking that?
No, it's okay.
Okay, I just wanted to get that on the edge without getting it on my next page. It's okay if it gets on there, but
Yeah. Do you want to push it to the left, actually?
like that.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, one more thing I want to do. I want to mix this. I'm going to make kind of a purpley color. I'm going to get it nice and wet. And I'm going to put even more pigment in there. Yeah.
That's a pretty purple.
I'm going to get that on my brush. And I'm just going to flick a little bit of that on there.
Oh, cool.
Just for fun. I don't know if I said to do that on the card. Sometimes we can just do whatever we're going to do here. It's
Yeah.
going to be fine.
I always think of the toothbrush method.
Yeah. Just do a little flicks. All right. I might have been overboard on that. It's all right. It's cool. I like it. Okay. So we're going to let this dry and we're going to cut out our creative sentiments so that you can affirm that you're an artist.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
I am an artist. Affirmative.
Okay, so on this page I have I'm an artist and I have an unlimited creativity. On the other page I have I'm creative. So we're going to cut those out. Make sure this is nice and dry. Whoop, got a little paint on there. You guys, I got messy today and it feels good. It feels good to be messy.
Sometimes messy is, I feel like if my desk is super clean, I'm like, did I even do anything today?
Right?
And then when it's super cluttered and messy, I'm like, I'm so busy, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like a massive contrast, but I always feel more productive with a messy desk. So I never clean it. Pro tip, never clean your desk.
My desk gets pretty crazy and to a point where I can't tolerate it and then I'm like, okay, I gotta clean. And then I clean it like really, really good.
Yeah.
So it's either really clean or really messy.
Yeah, it's like every couple months you just go on a massive cleaning spree and your desk goes from
It's not every couple months.
crazy. All right,
Now you're
every few months.
No.
Oh, more often?
Like every time I like finish like a theme and I move on to another one, I clean it.
Yeah, sure. I agree, Jesse.
There's nothing wrong with having a messy desk, right?
That's what I'm agreeing with you. I'm also just, teasing you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. if you're an artist, that's your excuse. Well, I'm an artist. So
Exactly.
That's why my desk is
Which
messy.
we are all artists.
Right? So there you go.
Perfect.
Next time somebody tells you your desk is messy, just say, I'm an artist.
Whether you're at the bank and you took over that middle island where you fill out checks and stuff, it doesn't matter. That's your space now. You're an artist.
Why would somebody say that you're messy there? Hold on a minute. Where are you going with this?
No, that's my scenario.
Okay. Has someone in a bank told you that you were messy?
No, but now maybe I'm going to try and make it a goal.
All right.
Like, challenge accepted. Go into a bank and just make a mess. Like, I'm an artist.
Okay, I'm an artist. I have unlimited creativity. So I want to explain that one while we're cutting this out. I have unlimited creativity. Sometimes I'll come up with something cool, and I'm like, that's cool. Like, I made that, and I'm excited about it. And then I go sit down to make something else, and I'm like, well, I can't do that again. That was like a fluke. I don't know if I'm going to have any more ideas. Like, what if I run out of ideas? Like, what am I going to do? But that's ridiculous because our creativity is unlimited.
Agreed. Man, that's a great way to look at it, actually.
I mean, we're just mixing up the variables, you know?
It's so funny how we get in our own heads.
Mm-hmm.
It's unacceptable.
Okay, let me see. I think I have just the slightest bit of the edge from the texture on this one, so I'm just gonna trim it off just a teeny bit. Like a teeny bit.
Barely anything.
Like, I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but I'm doing it.
Oh, that was cool. You could kind of see it on our side cam. A little tiny sliver of paper.
We did it. Ooh, ooh. I have unlimited creativity. I am creative. I'm an artist. All right. Let's see if this is dry. It's still like the teeniest bit damp, but we're doing it. We're going for it, okay? So if yours is a teeny bit damp, now I can't talk. Oh, so I'm just going to say something offensive. That sounded offensive. I wasn't going to say anything offensive. Oh my gosh, you gotta stop talking. Okay, so if yours is damp, which I was trying to say, damp,
yes.
If it's a little bit still wet, let it dry. I'm going to go to the next step because I just want to do it already for you. And I don't think we're going to smear anything doing that. Oh, okay, maybe we should let it dry. I should just listen to my own advice. Okay, let's give it a minute to dry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, now this is dry. And I was just going to say, like, wherever the paint flicks hit the paper, it soaks in really fast and that part dries. But wherever it hits the gel matte medium, because it's like almost like a plastic surface, it kind of sits on there. It takes a little bit longer to dry.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Hey, thanks for telling us that, Jesse.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. We're going to just glue this on like that. So let's get this ready. I'm going to use this brush, but like I said, you could use this brush, whatever you got. It's going to be great. All right. Make sure my brush isn't too wet because then that waters down the gel matte medium and it doesn't stick. So you don't really want a wet brush for this. Okay. You could also use Yes Base if you really wanted to. We were just playing with gel matte medium this month, so might as well use it for glue too. Keenan's getting quiet. It's lunchtime. He's running out of steam over there.
That's true.
Are you daydreaming about lunch?
I was.
I knew it. Okay. I'll put that one right there.
I really like the font of these.
Yeah, they're fun. I like the typewriter font, and then
Yeah.
this is like a more handwritten style.
My brother has a typewriter.
Like an old school typewriter?
Yeah, like
what
a
kind of
real
typewriter?
old school antique typewriter.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to type some stuff on there for like collage paper.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd let me use it.
I wonder if he'd let me use it.
I don't know. He didn't like when my daughters took a key to it, so
Uh-oh. Well,
it may be off limits for Keenan.
well, if I promise to keep all keys away from it. Okay, so I'm just getting this on there. Now you could do this over the top too, because it's like kind of like a clear sealant or whatever, if you want to. I think I'm good without it on this one. Oh, these are just such good reminders. I just think the act of making this and doing it is so good, because I feel like everybody has different styles of learning, but for me, I feel like I can hear something, I can write it down, that kind of solidifies it, and when I make art around it, like, it really, like, I don't know, helps that idea expand more in my life and my mind, and like just my like actually believing in it. And I believe that you're creative. I believe that you're an artist and that you have unlimited creativity. And I love doing this, and I hope that you did too. And if you want to share it with us on our art community journal, our Facebook community, it's Let's Make Art Journals, or you can use the hashtag on Instagram. We love seeing what you make. We love being in this community, and it's just a privilege to make art with you and to be encouraged by you. So thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time.